What major historical events changed US surveillance laws? Imagine living in a country where your every move, call, and email could be watched without your knowledge. That's a reality that has changed over time through key events. These moments shape the rules about what government agencies can and cannot do when it comes to watching citizens. Let's look at some of the biggest events that made a difference. It all started during World War I with the Espionage Act of 1917. This law was created to stop people from sharing information that could hurt national security. It made it illegal to send messages that could help enemies or leak defense secrets. This was one of the first laws that limited free speech and communication during wartime. Next came the Red Scare after World War I. The government was worried about communists and anarchists, especially after the Russian Revolution. They carried out raids called the Palmer Raids in 1919 and 1920, searching homes and arresting suspected radicals. These actions raised concerns about government overreach and civil liberties, leading to debates about how much surveillance is too much. In 1952, the government created the National Security Agency. This agency was tasked with collecting signals intelligence, which means listening to electronic communications. It operated in secret, often without warrants, and expanded the government's ability to monitor electronic messages. This marked a new era of electronic surveillance. A major turning point came in 1967 with the Supreme Court case Katz versus United States. The court decided that the Fourth Amendment, which protects against unreasonable searches, also applies to electronic wiretapping. This meant police needed a warrant to listen in on phone calls, recognizing that privacy extends to electronic communications. In 1975, the Church Committee was formed after reports of illegal spying on Americans. The committee investigated abuses by intelligence agencies. Their findings showed that the government had been spying on political activists, anti-war protesters, and others without proper oversight. This led to calls for clearer rules and limits on surveillance. Then in 1970, the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act was passed. It created a special court called the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Court. This court reviews government requests for surveillance warrants related to foreign spies or terrorists. It was meant to balance national security with privacy rights by requiring probable cause and judicial approval. In 1981, President Ronald Reagan signed Executive Order 12,333. This order gave more authority to intelligence agencies to gather information, including surveillance activities. It also set some basic rules for how they should operate, but it still kept some activities secret. The biggest change came after September 11, 2001, with the USA Patriot Act. This law expanded government powers to track communications and gather intelligence. It allowed agencies to collect data more easily, sometimes without needing a warrant from the secret court. This raised worries about civil liberties and government overreach. Finally, in 2013, Edward Snowden leaked information about NSA programs. His disclosures revealed that the NSA was collecting phone and internet data from millions of people worldwide. This caused a worldwide debate about privacy rights, government transparency, and how much surveillance is acceptable. All these events show that US surveillance laws have been shaped by a tug-of-war between keeping the country safe and protecting personal freedoms. Laws like requiring warrants and court oversight help safeguard privacy, but some laws and secret courts still allow broad surveillance. Knowing these moments helps you understand when government monitoring is lawful and when it might cross the line into infringing on your rights.